going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome to the pregame show, getting you ready for all the action going down in week number 5 of the high school football season in southern Middle Tennessee. We start off over at Loretto, where the Mustangs are taking on Lewis County in a battle with 4-0 teams in Class 2A. Loretto is on a hot streak to start 2023, sitting at 4-0 after a big win at Summertown last week.
Feeling pretty good. We just need to keep working hard, keeping going how we're going. Don't slack off during practices and don't just feel like we can win every game.
Lewis County is also 4-0 on the year, with both sides of the ball clicking on all cylinders. The two will meet up on Friday night in a big showdown that will have region title implications on the line.
Lewis County's a great team, well coached, good players, the whole deal. You know, great program over at Lewis County and has been for a long, long time. And I expect it to be a packed house and, you know, pretty good game for both sides.
Biggest game of the year so far coming up against Loretto. Probably the best team we played as well. They get after it offensively and defensively, so we're going to have to come out and play. Hopefully the guys are locked in. We've had a pretty good week finishing up today, and I hope they're ready to go.
It will be a showcase of two of the top offenses in Class 2A and two big challenges for each defense.
They've got some really good players. They spread it out, they throw it. They still run it a good bit. I mean, you know, they're kind of like us in that regard. They still run it a good bit, but they also throw it all over the yard too. And they've got some good routes and some good receivers. And it ought to be, you know, every time you think it's going to be a high-scoring game, it's like a 27-25 or something like that. And if you don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game, and it's usually like a 50-48 kind of deal. So who knows what to expect? But I mean, it's going to be there should be a lot of, like you said, a lot of challenges for both defenses Friday night.
I think I think both offenses coming in pretty confident. Their quarterback and running back, man, they can really go. And then they've got the slot receiver number 6. He's a big guy, athletic. You've got to tackle that guy or he's going to make guys miss and go to the house. And then I think for us, you know, offensively, we've got to move the ball down the field, stay on blocks, and I think we'll be all right.
The goal for each will be to get to 5-0 and get one step up on the competition.
Teamwork, play together, don't start arguing and fussing and trying to fight each other, basically. As long as we stay inside of our own team and don't talk back to them, we'll be fine.
Staying in that same region where a battle will go down in Murray County as Summertown makes its way out to take on Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant was able to get the 4-0 with a tough come-from-behind win on the road last week at Harpeth.
We was in a dogfight with Harpeth, who played really well and gave us problems most of the night. But you know, our kids came together and kept fighting and kept playing hard and battling through some adversity. And at the end of the day, found a way to win a tough road district game. So we'll take it. For Summertown, the Eagles are sitting at 0-4 after a loss to an in-county rival in Loretto.
We thought there was progress. We thought we played really a pretty good first half, and was certainly in the game at 7-0, turnover and a touchdown made it 14 right before the half, and then we had the injury bug hit us, and it was a heck of a battle to get through the second half, but we did some good things, and watching the film, we pointed out to the kids that we did see improvement.
Execution and consistency have been a problem for the Tigers through 4 games, something they're working hard to correct.
Yeah, you know, we need to start fast. You know, we struggled at times getting off to a quick start, and just playing a cleaner game, you know, limiting mistakes has kind of been our issue with some turnovers and some holding penalties and things like that. You know, sometimes effort mistakes, but eventually it's still going to hurt you. So just play a clean game and try to dominate the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball.
The injury bug has caught up with the Eagles in Week 5, and a lot of young guys will have to step up.
I know in the military talks about closing rank. You know, when somebody goes down, the next person's got to step up. So we're already playing a lot of young kids, but we got some more that's going to get an opportunity to play. And now one thing about that is, you know, when kids get hurt and you look at your roster and you see, you know, so-and-so's not playing or whatever, there's always one person on the team's not upset about that. And that's the backup, because he's getting an opportunity to play. So I hope our guys will look at it like it's an opportunity for some of them and go out and see what they can do.
Each side is aiming for that big region win, but they'll need to be at their best to make it happen.
Just be physical, complete play than just rally the ball on defense mainly.
I think we just need to keep our heads up and just put everything else in the past and leave it there and just get forward, be ready for next week.
Coming up next, we head on up to Class 5A right here in Lawrenceburg, where the Wildcats are getting ready to take on the Columbia Lions.
It's never too late to change your career or to go back to school. The decision to go back to school wasn't easy. Look at me, a wife, a mother, a degree in dental for 17 years. But here I am at LTC, studying towards a career in cosmetology, and it's been the best decision I have ever made.
If there ever was such a thing as a company that could do almost everything, well, Tenneke Properties is it. These guys know how to completely transform your existing home into something totally new, or can do it for you room by room. Need a new bathroom or kitchen? What about a fresh coat of paint or a new floor? Looking for dirt work? Tenneke has you covered. Oh, and you can even rent a dumpster from them too. That's Tenneke Properties. Visit Tenneke.com or phone 931-244-4602.
Tennessee Flight Training. We are training the next generation of pilots. Come and see why Tennessee Flight Training is the best way to learn to fly. Tennessee Flight Training. The skies are calling.
Truett's Garage Doors in Leoma, Tennessee is your one-stop for new garage door installations for all commercial and residential buildings, plus they offer full service on all existing doors. Need a new garage door opener? Truett's Garage Doors has you covered. As an AMAR Gold and LiftMaster dealer, Truett's Garage Doors offers the best pricing anywhere in the area. A family-owned and operated business, Truett's Garage Doors has been helping Tennessee and Alabama residents since 1999. Call the pros today at Truett's Garage Doors, 931-201-6464.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the pregame show. Now staying here in Lawrenceburg, where the Wildcats are getting ready for another region showdown. This time will be against a long and storied rival in Columbia, as Lawrence County looks to improve the 2-0. Lawrence County dropped the 2-2 on the season last Friday with a tough rivalry loss to Giles County.
I feel like we're showing glimpses of being good, and I don't know, it's just we got to get back into practice, and I think that's what's really getting us. We're being slow in practice. We're just walking around, not doing our thing, and we got to get back on a consistent rhythm with it.
Mistakes on both sides of the ball piled up in the loss, leaving a lot of room for improvement.
Tackling, getting in the right spots, and getting after it, playing with a lot more intensity. I don't know why, but I thought we came out flat, and I felt really good after the week of practice, but then it just we came out, like I say, we did not play with intensity. You can go back to last year in Jamboree. We came out and we were the most physical team, and Friday night we were not. I thought they were a lot more physical than we were, and we just didn't play Lawrence County football.
Up next is a visit from Columbia, a long and storied rival.
We look at them on film, and they look big and athletic, and it'll be a challenge, but we're looking forward to working this week and getting better.
The Lions are skilled in many areas, making this a major challenge on all fronts.
First, a good week of preparation, and there might be some hurt feelings because we're moving guys around, trying to find guys that won't get after on defense, but it's guys that want to step up and play and be physical, because that's defense starts with tackling, and if you're not tackling, then you're a detriment to your defense instead of an asset. So, and we're playing a lot of young guys, and they haven't seen speed like that. So, we're not giving up on anybody. We're not down on anybody. We just got to get better and take better angles and do a better job tackling.
The goal for the Wildcats is to go 2-0 in region play, and they'll need everyone on the same page.
Just effort. I think that's the biggest thing, is just effort. Just give it your all, lay it all out there, and just effort. I think that's what it is.
Coming up next, we head on over to Class 1A to check in with Richland, Wayne County, and Collinwood.
this is Jason at Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg. For over 90 years, Volco has been a family-owned company. We're proud of our past and excited about our future. We're open to the public for wholesale and retail trade. We carry product lines such as Milwaukee Tools, Lucas Oil, and Malco products. We carry all major brands of lubricants like Shell Rotella, Haviland, Castrol GTX, Mystic, Motorcraft, Valvoline, Kindle, and Mobile. We here at Volco offer a complete line of car detailing supplies, shop supplies, tire repair products, and lawnmower supplies. Check us out online at VolcoAutosupply.com or at 416 Buffalo Road here in Lawrenceburg.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you, as an employee, a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the pregame show. Now heading over to Class 1A and in Giles County, where Richland is getting ready to step back into region play. The Raiders are 1-0 with it in that side right now, looking to go to 2-0, taking on an old rival in Cornersville. Richland is coming off a tough loss this past Friday, losing in double overtime to Fairview.
You know, we showed a lot of fight. Went down 14-0 going into half, and we really scrapped it up and got back on the board and got going straight the offensive side of the ball.
Up next for the Raiders will be a visit from an old rival in Cornersville.
And that's a big one. It's our rivalry game. It's our annual Gold Out game for childhood cancer, so that's a big deal to us. And the biggest thing is it's the next region game. So, you know, trying to get to 2-0 in the region is what's most important for us.
The Bulldogs are now in the region, putting more at stake than just bragging rights.
Yeah, of course it does. You know, it's big either way, but, you know, as far as playoff seeding and that sort of thing, you know, it's a big ball game for us, so it definitely adds to it.
The Raiders will be looking to stay unbeaten in the region on Friday, and they'll need both sides clicking to make that happen.
You know, we got to swarm the back. Ben Franklin, he's a heck of a back, good young man, but, you know, we got to swarm tackle him, and offensively we got to finish drives and put it in the end zone.
Now heading over to Wayne County, Collinwood is off to a hot start in 2023, but this week
Going the distance with local sports. Loretto Mustangs. Summertown Eagles. Lawrence County Wildcats. This is the X Sports Network. Going the distance.
Ready, official blows the whistle, and it is time for Eagle.
Going the
All right, Eagle Nation, want to welcome everyone to Memorial Field here in beautiful downtown Mount Pleasant. We have a beautiful night set up for some high school football action. I've got my co-host here, Adam. Me and Adam are going to do our best to give the play-by-play call throughout the evening, and look forward to a good contest. Adam, what's your thoughts so far of the season, where we're at, and what we've got going on?
Well, you know, bottom line is you're limping in 0-4 right now. You had a couple injuries last week. Now, I think a large percentage of those kids mostly are back, right? I think.
Yes.
I know one I think I heard may not be playing.
We've got Caden McCrory still out, and he that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt. Caden was a big tool in our backfield there. So, but as far as I understand, well, we still have Max Dillard is out. He played in some special teams. He's out for the rest of the season, and who else we have out for the season. Mason Bryant is out for the season. He got hurt back in Waynesboro, but our quarterback, Jaden, is back. Jaden Stoll, and we'll see what we've got going on.
Well, and you want to see Summertown, they've got to get something going offensively. That's where they've struggled, I would argue. You would probably say the most of the year so far. That's what jumps out. The thing they're going to see tonight, though, is the dynamic, the quarterback play, and what they're going to see from this Mount Pleasant team is, I don't think it's something they've seen all year. So I'm curious how they handle that. And but Summertown looks like they're going to be getting the football first. So
we did win the toss, and Mount Pleasant is set up to kick. We'll be receiving the ball, and we've got Ty Bryant back deep. The kick falls short, and I tell you what, it looks like Mount Pleasant may have recovered it.
They may have, and they did. You can't let that ball hit. You've got to just come up and get it on the kick like that.
Not when you got a team with speed like Mount Pleasant does. But, yeah, that's not the way you want to start a ball game.
No, not at all. And there was just not a big sense of urgency to get on that thing. You just can't let that ball hit the ground. Just come up and get the ground and, keep possession, and hopefully the offense could do something. But now you set this talented group up in prime territory right at their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, I was talking with the Mount Pleasant coaching staff up here in the skybox here, and Mount Pleasant has a very dangerous lineup. Well, I'll tell you what, first play from scrimmage, the Eagles swallowed them up. No gain on that play. That was number 20, and he was one of the ones, Jakari McClure. He's got a brother, Adam, number 1, Jaden, is a sophomore, and Jaden's, from what I understand, he's already verbally committed to UT.
Well, I'm telling you, I've heard a lot of great things about him.
There's 3 of those boys on this team.
I've heard a lot of great things about them. They're definitely a talent for sure.
All right, so we got 2nd down and 9. Give goes to McClure. He finds the edge, and he gets down, knocked out of bounds around the 6-yard line. No, they've marked him at the 8.
Well, and if you're Summertown, look, the speed that Mount Pleasant has especially, you've got to force them back inside and to help. They just breezed around the edge. You let them get the edge on you, it could be a long night.
They're going to run that same play again, and there's Summertown to eat him up. No gain on the play, so they figured that one out. Eli Schaefer in on that tackle along with Stoll, number 17.
And, I've been impressed as overall. I think the Summertown defense played solid most of the year. I just think they've been so undermanned. You can really tell as you get later into the late third, with their roster issues, it seems the life gets sucked out of them, and that's just something that's tough to overcome with the limited number of players you've had. But overall, I think they've done a good job.
They have. They really have. Mount Pleasant quarterback in the shotgun. He's looking to option pitch out to McClure. McClure cuts back on the inside, finds nothing but daylight, and finds the end zone for the first points of the game. Mount Pleasant's on the board with 10:23 to go in the first quarter after a botched kickoff, and they had a short field to play, so it wasn't too hard for him on that first drive, Adam.
Well, he made a great cutback to get right back into the middle, and when he did, nobody else was there. I think that cutback took about 6 Summertown defenders completely out of play. Great run.
The whole team was in pursuit, doing their angles, and he found a seam and cut it back and wide open. So they're going to go for 2, Adam. Quarterback still in shotgun. The hot shot, number 1, McClure's in the backfield. The give goes to him, and he gets bottled up, and he gets denied.
McClure goes to the 2-point conversion.
2-point conversion is denied. But back to Summertown, the talk of the community, and when I talk to other people about what's going on in Loretto, about what's going on in Lawrenceburg, and of course we've played both those schools already, and I've heard a lot of positives about Summertown football, and when you take everything into consideration, the coaching swings that we've had over the past few years, and our coach comes in with just 4 weeks before the season starts, and we're really, there's grit. They're showing grit. I guess that's what I'm trying to get around to. Everybody's saying, hey, the wins will come. Right now you're seeing the true heart of this program, and they fight. They fight every week.
Well, and they do. But, you know, and the old saying goes back to, you know, I watched the Chicago Bulls get the daylights beat out of them by Detroit for about 4 years in a row, you know, till finally, you know, you reach that, you know, they develop. The thing about it is, you know, communities in general and, you know, fans always want immediate results. You know that.
Yep.
And it takes time to build a program, and you've got to have stability. You've got to have a coach in here to develop his system and get it in place. And sometimes that's just growing pains. You've got to go through stuff like this.
All right, there's our kick. It is returned, taken down at the 33-yard line. That was William Wright, number 0. But hey, at least we covered it. We're on this.
And that was Avery Johnson with the big hit there from Mount Pleasant. Not the Avery Johnson that was the point guard for the Spurs, by the way. He's actually much bigger than Avery Johnson.
Tonight's game sponsor is Parks.
And we used to have an Avery Johnson that played for Summertown a few years ago. Good little player. All right, so Summertown has it for the their first possession of the night. Going to be first down and 10. Ball spotted on the 34-yard line. Stoll is back after being injured last week. He sets up in the shotgun. Who we've got in the backfield alongside of him?
I'm going to check that number.
Oh, there was Jake Stoll's pass intercepted. The man was there. Tackled.
Pass intercepted by number 4, J.P. Easterling.
Well, they tried to go on the slant right there, and basically it was behind him, and he undercut it. And you know, I know Jaden's been through a lot. Good, tough kid, but that time he throws off his back foot. You know, and you've got to, if you're going to throw it, you know, it's like softball or baseball. You got to put everything you've got in. This Mount Pleasant defense, they're like hawks, man, out there. You leave something up in the air, that right there is going to happen.
Yeah, they're too quick, too talented. You know, but the receiver was there. He beat his man off the line. If that pass would have been 5 yards down the field, we would have had a lot of daylight to roll. So there's the – oh, is it again? Oh, and Summertown picks it off in the end zone. Our old man holds us up a little bit. That's Ty Bryant with those hands coming out of the end zone. He brings it out to –
that was a very ill-advised throw with the double coverage. That man had 3 Summertown defenders. The receiver had 3 defenders right in front of him. That's a ball you just either throw out the back of the end zone or scramble and get out of play or just throw it away. Absolutely. You know, with this offense you've got and the talent you've got, you know, you don't have to force stuff like that. But that was a gift right there. That's a big play for Summertown to deny Mount Pleasant another touchdown.
That was a big lucky break right there for Summertown. So we just swapped a pair of interceptions. Summertown now has it first down and 10 from their own 10. Give goes to Love up the middle. Love finds a little bit of running room there and rolls out to about a gain of 8 maybe. No, we got him marked down around 5 yards.
I'll tell you, too, we were talking, we did, you know, the Loretta game last week. You know, a pretty lopsided game, you know, Summertown, Loretta's a solid football team. But the one person that we all agreed that really jumped out for me in that game was Love. Defensively and offensively on both sides of the ball. You know, I thought he had a solid game, even against Loretta in the loss.
So Stoll in the shotgun. Give goes up the middle to Love. He gets bottled up pretty quick.
For a short loss.
No gain on that play. So we've got an update from Will's got to set up, Adam. We've got Lawrence County High School here playing in Columbia. We've got that on the screen, and we've got Lewis County and Loretta playing.
I feel like I'm in the ESPN Hub Center in, where's that, Connecticut? Is that where they are?
I think so.
I feel like I'm actually in the ESPN home base right now with what Will's got.
Well, I'm sure they'll probably be calling us after this season and wanting Will and all of us to join their team. You know, as a professional, as we've got everything. No, Will's about the only thing professional up here. Oh, the man was there. Ty just didn't turn and look.
Yeah, that was and you know, Stoll that time, he really stepped into that throw. That was a bullet. That's what you like to see, but Bryant wasn't looking, so it's just some miscommunication.
And that's happened on and off, and again, that's part of those growing pains.
Yeah.
You know, we're a very young team, you know, going back. Well, let me first state an update from the Lewis County-Loretta game. Lewis County's up 6-0 against Loretta. So that's also playing on X-Sports Live. But so we got 4th down and about 5, and Summertown looks like we're going to punt. But, you know, again, going back to everything, the new coach we've got, it's only been there for a little while. But, you know, we're a very young team. At any given time, you know, there was 3, 4, 5 even freshmen and our sophomores on the field for Summertown. So, you know, I really, as the whole community does, have a lot of great expectations in year 2 and 3 from now. when these freshmen and the new coach and staff and everything gets established, what we can do. So
Looks like there is a flag out there, unless it was dropped or something. We'll see.
he's waving it off.
Okay,
he did.
cool.
He did
All
wave
right.
it off.
But you know, the thing about it is, though, John, you've got to get stability. I don't care who you are. You've got to get someone in here and give them time to get their system developed. You know, it just takes a while, and you know, you just got to be patient and let that happen. But you've got a lot of young talent here for sure.
That was a good form tackle. Yeah. That was Eli on that form tackle.
McClure, gain of 3 on the play.
Gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd down and 7.
2nd down and 7 for the Tigers. Ball spotted on the 37-yard line.
And you know, regardless of their development, which will take a while, these injuries just hurt. You know, it hampers the team. It slows them down. Injuries have been rough on Summertown this year, which definitely don't help.
Yeah, well, there's a quick screen pass out. Let's see how we're doing an open field tackle. Good wrap up. Good open field tackle.
There's a hit.
That's a
no gain on the play.
Ty Bryant, and looks like Casey Bailey is back with us, and Casey Bailey come in there to help. But yeah, Casey Bailey's got all wrapped up with his right hand.
Well, he's going to be a big boost for this defense.
He's got energy.
He does.
And excitement, and Casey's got heart. And yeah, it's good to see him back on the field with us. But he was right there to help Ty, and they bottled that screen pass up nice. So we got 3rd down and 7. Tigers quarterback still in the shotgun. McClure beside him. Jakari McClure. Number 1 is his brother Jaden is the one that we've got to watch. So Jakari swings out, and they do a little ditch pass to him. He does find the edge. And
McClure out across the 30.
They will have
he
him
does
for
have
a
first down.
He does have.
That was a well-designed play out of the backfield. They kept him back there at the quarterback and kind of ran him basically just a long shovel pass if you really think about it. And he just got to that corner, man. He could fly.
He's a big, good-sized kid, too.
Yeah.
Almost hesitate to call him a kid. He's a good-sized man out there.
Yeah, he is.
So Tigers have it 1st down and 10. Ball spotted on the 29-yard line. Man in motion. Give goes to McClure. He's got all kind of room on that outside corner. Makes a couple of moves, gets down to about the 17-yard line.
Right care, 1st down.
And you know, Summertown's had some solid defensive stances in this game. That wasn't one of them. They collapsed that right side there, and he was 5 yards deep before he was even touched.
Yeah. Yeah, he was in the 2nd level.
Yeah.
Before he had to start maneuvering around any Eagles. So again, Tigers have it 1st down and 10. Ball on about the 17-yard line. Option to McClure. There's Eli. No, that was Love, wasn't it? Love.
That was Love.
Love snuffed that out. Great defensive stand right there.
He that young man too. He's another one that's just all over the place.
Brings up 2nd down and 12.
So that's a loss. They tackled him for a loss of about 2. So now we got 2nd down and 8. Or excuse me, 2nd down and 12.
You know, and since that interception, Mount Pleasant really hasn't aired the ball out at all down the field other than a few little screen passes behind the line. So we'll see what happens. Will says now that I said that, there's fixing to be a bomb into the end zone. We'll see. No, it's a handoff.
Straight up the middle on the draw play. McClure finds nothing but daylight. Makes it all the way to our secondary before he's touched, and he's already in the end zone by the time that happens. So Mount Pleasant puts another 6 on the board, brings our score to 12-0. And they're going to, I'm sure, they're going to go for a 2-point conversion again. It was just a simple draw play, and it opened up.
Well, and when you have the speed Mount Pleasant has, you know, they've ran the wide receiver screens. They've ran the screen out of the backfield. You're stretching that defense out, and next thing you know, you've got a kid like McClure pounding right up between the tackles. You know, that's what makes them so difficult to stop.
Yeah, they can beat you in all kind of areas. So quarterback keeper this time, and Healy gets denied.
Brown stops
so
short.
That's two times that the Eagle defense has held them out of the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
Pleasant High School Tigers 12, Summertown 0.
And we don't have a clock on our 2 Lawrence County Loretta games as far as to tell you how much time's remaining, but I will tell you that Lewis County is still leading Loretto 7-0.
And they've got the ball.
And they do have the football in Loretta territory.
Murray County Youth Baseball League would like to invite everyone.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back in just a moment at Memorial Field in Mount Pleasant, Tennessee, brought to you by X Sports Network.
Whether you're shopping in Lawrenceburg, Loretto, Summertown, or Mount Pleasant, Tegan's Food Stores has you covered with the best quality food at the best prices. From Cash Saver to Superama and CB Foods, stop by your neighborhood Tegan's Food Store today.
If there ever was such a thing as a company that could do almost anything, well, Tenakee Properties is it. These guys know how to completely transform your existing home into something new, or just do it room by room. Need a new bathroom or kitchen? What about a fresh coat of paint? Even a new floor? Looking for dirt work? Tenakee has you covered. Oh, and you can even rent a dumpster from them too. That's Tenakee Properties. Visit Tenakee.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant just kicked off.
Down by Wright.
William Wright downs the ball at the 25-yard line, so the Summertown will take over first down and 10 from their own 25. Our score is Mount Pleasant 12, Summertown 0. Lawrenceburg update is 0-0. Still looks to be in the first quarter, and Lewis County Lewis County's leading by 7. So we'll see if we can get some ball movement here on this offensive possession. Summertown showed some signs last time. We had a few plays that gained us some yards, and then we stalled out. So we can move the ball, but it's going to have to be almost flawless execution for us to do so against this talented team. Oh, the quarterback faked me out. Stowe faked the handoff to Love and faked half of the Mount Pleasant team out, and Love had some good positive yardage up the middle.
Stowe faked to Love, takes up the middle. Gain of 6 on the play.
Love picks up about 6.
Down and 4.
So it's going to be set up second down and 4 for the Eagles. Stowe back in the shotgun. Love to his right. Quick pass out to Bryant. Bryant fields it. Bryant finds the edge. Bryant's down the field and steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Good positive play.
I'm going to tell you, he shook that DB, too, man, out of his shoes over there on the sideline. It's a great move.
Out near the 40 for another.
Well, we talk about speed. Ty Bryant, I kind of nicknamed him back a couple of years ago, Fly Bryant, because that boy's got some wheels on him as well. If he finds the corner, he'll give anybody a foot race.
Well, and it's big for Summertown to get the ball into the hands of their playmakers. You've got to. This Mount Pleasant offense is going to score. They're talented, but you've got to keep putting pressure on them too.
So we got 2 receivers left, one right. Single man backfield. Stowe on the rollout. Stowe looking for his receiver. It's downfield. He's being held. Where's the flag? There it is.
They've got it.
That was beautiful play.
Well, and that was a great throw. That was a great throw.
It was. It was there. And if he hadn't have been, if it wasn't for that pass interference, I think we'd be standing up in the end zone.
Yeah. Well, and he was actually held when that ball was even in the air just out of Stowe's hand. He was already being held. I mean, he had his man beat. I really like seeing Summertown coming out aggressive. That's their third, I think, or fourth pass, but third really down the field.
Well, that's what I like about what they're doing. When I said earlier, they've got grit. They're fighting. The coaches know what's going on. They know that what they're up against, and they know that they're going to have to be aggressive. They're going to have to do things like that, Adam, throughout this season.
Well, they actually called there's a penalty, and he pointed towards Summertown. Even though the flag was thrown.
No way.
Right,
he threw the flag down here. What?
The flag was thrown at.
Pass interference called against the Eagles.
They're actually going to call that against Summertown. The interference against Summertown.
You've got to be flipping kidding me. I have never in my life seen such a terrible call.
That's
the dude was. That is pathetic.
Will, I would be curious if we'd be able to get a replay back on that, if that's something you could check. I really would like to get a look at it. We are up high, but it was on the opposite side of the field. I'd like to get another view of that.
Our receiver was out in front of him, Adam.
Yeah, agreed. I've never – you got me on that one, John.
That's unbelievable.
Well, they're back. Summertown's backed up now, first down and 23.
Love Give goes the Love, and he's nowhere.
Tackle for a loss by Connor Scher.
Oh, I bet. Will's got the replay. Here it goes again. Down the field. I mean, the dude is pulling him down, Adam. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Loretta with a big, deep ball down the field, and they are threatening in Lewis County territory. Lewis County still leading 7-0, and Columbia has taken a 7-0 lead on Lawrence County.
So there's Love. He's got some daylight. Makes a cutback, finds some more room. Oh, Love's still on his feet. He's still rolling. He's still juking. Love, man, he finds the first down. Picks up, 30 yards?
Hey, I'm telling you, the more I watch this kid, the more impressed I get every week.
Looked like he was running for his life, and everywhere he went, he found a piece of daylight, and he took it.
He's been a bright spot for me all year, but he continues to impress me. That's a great run. And,
that is
and
a great
gutsy,
play.
Especially on a 2nd and 23.
Yeah, 2nd 23, and boom, we're there. We're right short of the 50-yard line. We're on 1st down and 10 on our own 49, and they're going to give Love a breather. He deserves it.
Yeah,
he earned that one.
Don't give him too long. We need him back in there, though. Maybe one play, John. I'd say, look, you better get some water quick, kid.
Hit that oxygen and let's go. Stoll back in the shotgun. 1st down and 10. Give goes to Bryant. Bryant looking for some room. Not much there. Basically no gain.
With the carry, stop the line of scrimmage.
And look, I know you're not happy if you're Summertown with the call on the pass interference. It is what it is, right or wrong. It's done now. But I think if you're Summertown, you can't abandon going down the football field. That opens stuff up.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think you keep taking your shots here, if you can. I like Stoll's arm. He looks more confident back in the pocket than he's looked in a while.
One matchup that I haven't seen, I've seen some success early on against Lawrenceburg, but the Stoll-to-Stoll connection.
Well, and now I also know, too, I know his brother, didn't he have an issue to have a broken finger?
He's got a broke finger.
I do know that probably makes it difficult. So
give goes to number 4, Miles Green, and Miles Green is playing injured tonight. I understand he's kind of wrapped up in the midsection because he's got a broken rib, from what I understand. So he's playing through some pain and showing some true heart, and he gains about a good
3rd down and 6.
That's a good 4-yard gain there. So we're looking at the Eagles 3rd down and 6. Ball spotted on the Tiger 47-yard line.
Yeah, we're
Loretta
fixing to see
did
that.
tie it up.
Yep, Loretta has tied up everything at Lewis County.
Down. Make some noise.
So Eagles splits 3 wideouts to the left. Stoll back deep. Give goes to, again, Miles Green. Miles Green is close.
They're going to mark him.
He's going to mark him short.
Tackled short of the 1st down.
He's going to mark him about a yard short. It'll be 4th and 1.
I'm still not sure, though, because this official here came in waving his arm, stopping the clock. And then they say he's short. I don't understand why you stop the clock if he's short. And the referee had to restart it.
Maybe he stopped it just because he wasn't sure if it was short or not. So here it goes. 4th down and 1 for the Eagles. Stoll up and under center. Stoll pushing forward. Oh, he's got it.
I will see.
I think he.
Yeah, they're giving it to him.
There it is.
Yeah.
Stoll earns the Eagles a 1st down out of a second effort. A hard push was Stoll, and he does extend his arms, and he does get the Eagles a 1st down.
The end man on this side came in pointing immediately. The one on the other side's the one that scared me because I didn't like his spot at all. So, but yeah, hey, nice job there. Summertown's moving the football a little bit here.
Well, I think we're giving Mount Pleasant something to think about anyway. Stoll back in the shotgun, twins to the left. Give goes to Miles Green in the backfield. Miles Green gets spun around, gains maybe a yard. No, he's back to the original line of scrimmage.
Well, and as much as you're happy with Summertown moving the football, you're also doing something that's important as well, and that's keeping that football out of the hands of that Mount Pleasant offense. And, that's something that's big for Summertown if they're going to stay in a lot of these games as the season goes. That offense has got to move the football. You're not going to score 40 points a game always, but you can move it and keep it out of the hands of that offense, of that other Mount Pleasant team, because they are the real deal offensively.
Well, it's drives like this that help build confidence and help build character to this team. You know, well, like I said, these kind of drives, they don't always end up in, result in points on the board, but it gives that confidence to know, because these kids, they know what they're facing. They know that they've got a D1 committal. They know that they've got, a fully loaded arsenal on that team. So Summertown Eagles know what they're going against. So when they come out to a field and they can make a drive and they can make positive yardage and make a defensive stand, that builds that confidence and that character in this program. And that's what we're interested in.
Well, and up until this point, they've really moved the football well. Right now you're in a situation you're not a big fan of your 3rd and 9, which is not where you want to be. They may be it looks like they're going to let this first quarter clock run out. It should do that before the play clock runs out. So that might be it.
I believe they are. So we're going to go ahead and take a commercial break, and we'll be back just shortly here at Memorial Field in Mount Pleasant. You're listening to Summertown Eagle Football on X Sports Nation.
At Smith Tax and Business Service, we offer many services. Along with personal income tax prep, we also offer tax preparation for corporations and partnerships. If you're a small business and looking for some extra help, give us a shout and we'll get you fixed up. Call Mary Beth Smith, Marion Matthews, Brooklyn Bates, or Michelle Staggs to find out how we can help you. Located at 208 Pulaski Street, phone 931-244-6633.
Whether you're shopping in Lawrenceburg, Loretto, Summertown, or Mount Pleasant, Tegan's Food Stores has you covered with the best quality food at the best prices. From Cash Saver to Superama and CB Foods, stop by your neighborhood Tegan's Food Store today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mount Pleasant Memorial Field. Summertown's looking at a 3rd down and 9. Ball spotted on the Tiger 40-yard line. So let's see what Coach Winfrey's got dialed up here. Stowe back in the shotgun. Oh, and they send the blitz, and he gets jammed back, a loss of about 12-yard line.
Number 29,
12 yards.
Evan Plunkett.
So that'll set up an Eagle 4th down.
That was just about a jailbreak, John. There was about 3 or 4 guys that just collapsed that pocket.
Yeah, Mount Pleasant's in a stunt, and we wasn't prepared for it. So Summertown's going to send in the punt unit. Mount Pleasant's going to send in their punt return unit. Mount Pleasant's got number 21 back deep to return. Let's look up 21. That's Darren Meza. It's another one I've told that's a big name for Mount Pleasant. I'll tell you what, I've been impressed with our little punter this year.
Yeah, he's done a great job this entire year. I believe that hit his foot.
It did hit his foot.
But it looks like Mount Pleasant did jump on it. That was a great play by number 21 jumping on that one quickly.
Down at 21.
And after Loretta tied it up with impressive drive, Lewis County has trekked all the way down inside Loretta's 20. So I got a feeling that could be a high-scoring affair with those two offenses.
So an update, Columbia is on top of Lawrenceburg 7-0, and Loretta is knotted up at 7 with Lewis County threatening. And we got Mount Pleasant 1st down and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Quarterback keeper looking up the middle, gains of about 4 yards. Summertown defense held pretty strong there because they spread out our defense there. They had wide receivers, I can't remember, looked like they had trips to the right and a wide receiver to the left. And
a 4, brings up 2nd down and 6.
So they spread us out, and then he tried to run up the middle, but our middle backers and our linemen did a good job shedding their blocks and making that play, stopping them for just a gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards. So Mount Pleasant have it 2nd down and about 6. Ball spotted on the 25. Mount Pleasant sends twins to the left. One slot back. McClure stepping in to make a block. We put pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback's looking to make a move, and we've got him down in the backfield. Stoll on the tackle for a loss, docking him back.
For a loss.
A loss of about 5 or 6 on that play.
And I'm going to tell you, great job by the line there, but I'm going to tell you I was really impressed there. That coverage down the field, he had nowhere to throw the football to. That was basically gave him time, a coverage sack. But a nice job there. And you've got him where you want him here. You got a chance to get off the field here if you can. 3rd down and 11.
Yeah,
let's see if we can do it.
Play some smart defense here, and Jeffrey Stoll did a great job of shedding his block and following his pursuit, following his angle, and he did a great. Basically, he was an open field tackle, and he got him wrapped up. So Mount Pleasant sends a wide receiver very wide over here to the right side, on left of our defense, and he's going to do a screen, and he's got. Oh, there he is! Yes, sir. Miles Green coming in and snuffing that out for tackling him for no gain. Great defensive stand by the Eagles.
Well, and I think you've got a defense coordinator and a defense that's kind of picking some things up. Anytime Mount Pleasant's needed, sufficient yardage, they've went wide. Whether it be a pitch or a screen, and I think Summertown's finally picking that up. That was a great play there.
Busby dialed in the right configuration on defense there. So now Mount Pleasant's in the punt. We've got Bryant and Love back deep, and we've got a flag on the play. It looks like it's going against Mount Pleasant, so it's going to back them up a little bit further. I guess that was false start or maybe lined up in the neutral zone.
Calling the Tigers.
Yeah, it'd be a false start on Mount Pleasant.
Okay. I didn't see anybody
jump.
But
the official actually just called the penalty right where he's standing instead of walking out here, so it's kind of different what I'm used to.
Well, bad snap. Rolls around. Get out there. We'll say we have no pressure on it. That was our choice not to go after it. But we get a good roll, and the ball is down by the Tigers on the 34-yard line. So the Eagles will take over, 1st down and 10 from the Tiger 34-yard line.
Down by the Tigers.
Great defensive stand, Adam.
Yep, that's a nice job. The defense, was 12-0. It is what it is. But I think the defense played well. The problem is, you stop Mount Pleasant for no gain, 2 yards. Well, if you miss an assignment, next thing you know, they can rip off 40. So you can't go to sleep, and continue to survive against this team because they'll punish you quickly. You've got to play defense and do your assignments every snap.
And we had a miss. Stoll wanted to pull it out, and Love wanted to take it. They had some miscommunication between Love and Stoll there.
Stoll takes the Love. Lost on the play.
Rolled around there on the floor for a little bit, and Stoll jumped on it. So 2nd down and loss of 2, 2nd down and 12 for the Eagles. Not a good, we just have those moments, Adam. And if we get that stuff right there cleaned up, that's the kind of stuff you can't have when you play in, well, really anybody. I mean, the name of this game a lot of times is the team with the fewest mistakes. And if you're going to give yourself a chance against a team like Mount Pleasant, you've got to play almost flawless. Which I know you're not going to be perfect, but we got to be as close to it as we can.
Love hit, gain of 1 on the play.
So give goes to Love, gain of 1, 3rd down and 11.
He gets about almost back to the original line.
We got timeout on the field.
There's the Mount Pleasant.
We got an injury timeout. Well, I like to see that. Summertown player going to reach his hand down to give the Mount Pleasant injured player a hand, but the injured player waves him off. So we're going to take a brief timeout with them. You're listening to Exports Network, Summertown Eagle Football. We'll be back in just a moment.
Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit SouthernCraftMFG.com.
Tennessee Flight Training. We are training the next generation of pilots. Come and see why Tennessee Flight Training is the best way to learn to fly. Tennessee Flight Training. The skies are calling.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back at Memorial Field in Mount Pleasant. Summertown looking at a 3rd and 11. There's the pass. Oh, and there was a push, and we didn't get it. Didn't get the call. So pass falls incomplete.
Monkey with the rush. Pass incomplete.
So that'll bring up 4th down and 11 for the Eagles. Ball right at the 35-yard line. So we've got 7:35 left to go in the first half. I don't know what you do here. Well, it looks like Winfrey's going to go for it.
I've got a feeling, and I may be wrong, I think you could possibly see a quick kick maybe by the quarterback here. They did that, I believe, pulled that against Loretto earlier in the year. I don't think this is a place you want to be testing Mount Pleasant, giving them the ball on their own 35 if you don't make it. I'm wondering if this isn't just a punt, but we'll see. They may be going. They're going.
He ain't going to find the edge. He held up. He tried his best to get out to the right edge. Tackled short, way short. Only gained about 4 yards. So that'll be a changeover on downs. Mount Pleasant will take over 1st and 10. Ball spotted on the 32-yard line. So we're still tied up in Loretto versus Lewis County at 7. Columbia is still leading Lawrence County with 7-0. And your score here in Mount Pleasant is Mount Pleasant 12, Summertown 0. But showing some good positive signs. We've had a great defensive stand. Had a couple of interceptions throughout the game. We've moved the ball at times. We stall out, but some good, exciting things are happening. Mount Pleasant 1st down at 10, quarterback in the shotgun. Wide receiver to the left and wide receiver to the right. Give goes to McClure in the backfield around the right edge. McClure going to drag a host of Eagles for a 1st down yardage.
1st down, McClure held by a host of
McClure's strong, and he's definitely got some speed. But what impresses me is how he reads his blocks. He kind of reminds me of kind of like an Emmitt Smith type back. I mean, he can break away definitely and beat you, but he is reading blocks. He's pacing himself, and he's letting blocks get out in front of him and reading blocks, and that's impressive.
Yeah, he's holding up just ever so slightly and letting that play develop, letting that hole develop, and then he goes into it.
Yep.
But the pass batted down. Big number 34. Who we got there? 34. That's Max Johns. Max Johns in there raising his arms and batting that pass down. Good defensive play by Max Johns. So now we've got Mount Pleasant with 2nd down and 10. But now this McClure that's running, number 20, he's not the committal. It's his little brother.
Yeah.
Jaden, number 1, is the one that's committed. Now, I think he's the first time I heard the coach say, I think Jaden is his first game back come from an injury, so they may be holding him out a little bit in reserve. McClure again on the carry, finds a lot of room to run there, and he breaks free, and he kind of gets pushed out of bounds by Miles Green.
Well, at around the 40, he delivered a Derrick Henry-esque stiff arm. And then at about the 35, delivered a shoulder. That's impressive.
Like I said, he's a grown man on the field, and that run just shows it. He's a hard man to bring down. Now, we've got a false start. I didn't see the flag, but a false start against Mount Pleasant. So all of that effort for naught. We're going to back them up from the original line of scrimmage and back them up 5 more yards and replay 2nd down. So it's going to be 2nd down and 15 for Mount Pleasant. So a lucky break there for the Eagles.
I'm curious if Summertown's going to put just a few more in the box to try to slow this run game down. This quarterback from Mount Pleasant is definitely talented. However, you got to look at what you got right here. You're almost at halftime. Mount Pleasant actually has yet to complete a pass past the line of scrimmage. If you really think about it, all their passes have been screen passes.
Yep.
The one that they've attempted long was batted down, and another one was intercepted. So I think you see, if you force them to maybe have to throw this thing.
There goes just a quick pitch, finding some room. And he makes a great move. He's gone. Oh, we tackle him down from behind.
Another rack tear. First down, Tigers.
Ethan Couch hanging in there and riding him down right around the 16-yard line. We've got a Eagle down on the turf. Can't say who that is.
Marked down at the 16-yard line.
Looks like a lineman from here.
Injury timeout on the field.
We got an injury timeout. We'll take it with them, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back in just a moment to Memorial Field in Mount Pleasant. You're listening to Summertown Eagle Football on X Sports Network.
Have an H&R Block Tax Pro do your taxes online, and tax season feels just as good as all those other seasons, like wedding season.
I W-2 you.
Taxes. File from anywhere with the expertise of an H&R Block Tax Pro.
Southern Tennessee Orthopedics welcomes orthopedic surgeon Dr. Paul Thomas. Count on Dr. Paul Thomas, podiatrist Dr. James Barksdale, and nurse practitioner Doug Ead at Southern Tennessee Orthopedics to keep your life in motion. Injuries and foot pain can rob you of the activities you enjoy most. So our team is here, close to home, to address the pain and to get you moving again. Southern Tennessee Orthopedics, from the routine to the unforeseen, you can count on us. To learn more, visit SouthernTennesseeMedicalGroup.com or to...
Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So our injured player was number 71, Tatum Ashworth, and he walks off with help. Looks like he got an ankle injury maybe. So we're looking at Mount Pleasant, first down and 10 after a huge gain. Give goes McClure up the middle. McClure's looking for some daylight. Didn't find much. Gains maybe a yard, maybe two. We're going to set up second down and 8. We do have an update from the Loretta-Lewis County game. Loretta did go on top. Did they make their extra point, Adam? Did you see?
Yes, sir. I believe they did.
So they're up 14-7 against Lewis County. That's a big region rivalry there. I'm curious to how this region is going to play out. We've got some very strong teams. Loretta's solid. Lewis County is obviously solid, and Mount Pleasant's obviously solid. So I believe going to be a dogfight in one of those teams. Quarterback in the shotgun, sends a man in motion. Quarterback going to keep up the middle, finds the left edge, gets across.
Touchdown! This touchdown is brought to you by McDonald's of Columbia.
Adam has sent all of his motion, all of the activity to the right-hand side, and he bootlegs out to the left and finds a seam, finds that corner, and walks it into the end zone for another Tiger touchdown, brings it to 18-0.
Well, the old saying goes, we used to say about softball, the one thing I always liked was speed because it never takes a day off.
Yep.
And
extra point kick is up.
Kick
it is good.
He basically just beat the entire Summertown defense around that left-hand corner and just beat them to the corner, and that's what you got to do.
5:45 left in the first half.
So we got 5:45 left to go in the first half. Your score 19, Mount Pleasant, 0 for the Eagles. Your score in Columbia, Lawrence County, Columbia still 7, Lawrence County 0, and Loretta on top of Lewis County 14-7.
Mid-South Barbecue Festival coming up Saturday, October 21st on the Mount Pleasant Square from 10 to 5.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back in just a moment.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook.
We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back.
Wheatley set the kick.
Wheatley set the kick for the Tigers. We got Bryant back deep. Oh, it's a short kick. Fair catch called.
Fair catch by Ethan Couch.
Ethan Couch made the fair catch. Probably a pretty smart call. But they're not kicking it deep to our deep guys. They're not giving Ty Bryan a chance to break free.
Last week's pregame meal against Waverly.
So the ball's going to be spotted at the 31-yard line of the Eagles.
We also want to
see if we can get something positive happen here before halftime. It'd be nice to go in on a high note and put this thing in the end zone. Stowe runs in with a play, bringing his team to the line. Stowe going to sit back in the shotgun, send trips to the right. Slot back in the backfield. Give goes to the slot back. He cuts up the middle, number 6.
Tackled by Carter Dunn.
So that's listed as McCrory, but Will says Love is wearing Logan Love. Well, who's number 10? Okay, number 10 got ripped, so he's wearing number 6. Well, we thank the fan who let us know that. So Love is now in number 6. Oh, Stowe on the fake, going up the middle, picks up some Eagle positive yardage for a first down all the way out to the 45.
That was a good read.
That was a good read, good play call.
It was.
First down for the Eagles.
You know, Coach Winfrey's been around the block a time or two. He's got some tricks up his sleeve. He knows what he's up against and knows what he's got to do to get that ball down the field. So Stowe breaks the huddle. His team comes to the line, trips right, single slot backfield. Stowe with a quick pass, and it's complete to Bryant. Bryant breaks free for another first down, Eagles. Brings it out across the 40.
Gain for a first down.
5 down to the 44-yard line. First and 10 Eagles.
Tackle by Ridenhour.
It's a positive move.
That is Logan Love.
So again, we've got Logan Love wearing the number 6 on the field because his number 10 got ripped. Number 6 belongs to Caden McCrory, who is injured. So give goes to number 8. He picks up some positive yardage. Oh, that was number 6.
Gain of 3,
I misread the number.
7 for the Eagles.
Love again. So Love getting the brunt of the workload this evening from the backfield. He's done a nice job.
Yeah, he has.
Second down and 6 for the Eagles. Summertown comes in line. Stowe in the backfield. Love to his right. Twins left, single receiver to the right. Now Love swaps over to the left. There's a snap. Quick pitch out. We're looking for the edge. Doesn't find much. Gain of a couple.
Tackle by Johnson.
That was Ethan Couch on the reception. You know, Ethan's another good player that's in there giving it a good effort each and every down. On both sides of the ball, he was the one that come up with the interception, wasn't he? Or was that Bryant?
Yeah, I think that was Bryant, but I think he was involved in it, though.
So we're looking at 3rd down and 4 for the Eagles. Twins to the right. Couch and Bryant to the right. Single backfield, Love. Give goes to Love up the middle. Love fighting hard for yardage. Rolls forward shy, about a yard shy of the first down. We're going to bring it out to about the 35-yard line. He needs the 34.
Tackle short brings up 4th down.
We're going to look at 4th down and 1.
And Loretta just had a huge interception, and they have returned the ball in around to the 10-yard line of Lewis County, up 7 with less than 2 minutes till the half.
First down and 1 yard. Stoll looking for his pass. Looking for his brother, just overthrew him. The play was there, but just couldn't connect. A good call, good move. Just didn't get it finished off. Jaden overthrew his brother just by a couple of yards. So it'll be a turnover on downs. Mount Pleasant will take over, first down and 10 from their own 35. We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Quarterback in the shotgun, man in motion. Give goes to McClure. McClure finding a lot of running room. Gain of about 12 on the carry.
For another rock care, first down.
Tackle brought down by Love. We've got a lot of men playing Ironman football going both ways.
And I tell you, having to tackle these quarterbacks and backs from Mount Pleasant if you're playing both ways is not an easy task.
No, it's not. Quick screen pass, incomplete. Quarterback's pass a little short.
Incomplete. Brings us second down and 10.
Intended for Darren Meza. Set up second down and 10 for the Tigers. 97 seconds left to go in the first half. Mount Pleasant comes to the line. Our defense comes up for the challenge. And there goes McClure up the middle for first down yardage.
That's a run by McClure.
Gets into the
first down.
Second level before he finds contact.
You know,
gets up holding his right side.
He's running hard, but honestly, if you just watch him, he looks like he's just honestly just gliding. You know, he's just got that natural movement to him that it's fun to watch him run. If you're not the defense.
Yeah. So first down and 10. Looking to pass. Pass is incomplete.
Pass intended for Plunkett, incomplete.
Miles Green there to break it up. Making contact right when the ball made contact. We got a fog machine rolling
Here
in
at
some
halftime,
smoke.
please don't forget to visit our concession stand as well as Ooh La La Shaved Ice. Again, at halftime, please don't forget to visit our concession stands as well as
Second down and 10
Ooh
for
La
the
La
Tigers.
Shaved Ice.
67 seconds left to go in the first half. We really need to hold them out of the end zone. Quarterback dropping back to pass. Throws it deep. Incomplete. Overthrew his man.
Pass
I think
intended
Mount
for
Pleasant
Davis.
was looking for a pass
Incomplete.
interference, but they done got their pass
Brings up
interference
Yeah,
pretty early in the first quarter.
there wasn't much there. That was a nice defense by Summertown and a good throw too. Just a little over. Hey, do you think Will at halftime go buy me and you one of those shaved ice they were just talking about? You think we ask him real nice?
Yeah, he says,
He
don't
says
think
no.
so.
That's great. We come all the way over here to help out Exports, and he won't even get us a shaved ice.
All right, we've got third down and 10 for the Tigers. See if we can make a defensive stop right here. Throws a bullet and finds his man, but he is short of the first down. He's going to be right at the 30-yard line.
Gain of
He's going
8
to
on
be
the
2
play.
yards shy of the first
Brings up
down.
fourth down and 2.
Well, let's see if the Eagles can make a defensive stand and get a tackle for a loss here. Fourth down and 2. McClure in the backfield, quarterback in shotgun.
I've got a feeling where I know this football's going.
Going
He's
to-
back in, so.
Going to McClure. Oh, and it's a bad snap. We got a hold, and the pass is incomplete. And offensive lineman here had one of our defenders. Anyway, so it was a good defensive stance. Summertown will have a turnover on downs, and they will take over first down and 10 from their own
Brings up
30,
first
and we've
down
got
for the
50
Eagles.
seconds left to go in the half. They didn't start the play clock or nothing yet. There it goes. So Stoll breaks the huddle. He's in the shotgun. Give it to Love. Love finds a little bit of room going through the middle. Gain of about 9 on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd down and 1.
Run by Stoll.
Right at the 39-yard line.
Play brings up 2nd 1.
Clock still rolling. Down to 30 seconds to go in the half. Well,
looks like Summertown, well, they are going to try to run one more play, but they're not in a hurry.
No, they're in no hurry. So we're going to run one Hail Mary. We got a flag.
Flag on the play.
Lewis County was able to hold Loretta out of the end zone, but they did get a field goal. So Loretta up 17-7 with less than a minute to go in the half there in Loretto against Lewis County.
5-yard penalty brings up to a 1st down.
Oh, that was offsides against Mount Pleasant. Well, now this ref over here is pointing it against Summertown.
Correction.
False start against the Eagles.
False start.
Well, the Zebras will get it right in a minute. Now 2nd down and 6. 5 seconds to go in the half. We got another flag on the play. What have we got going on?
Well, I believe they called the play dead prior to the snap. The Summertown running back was still running. And Mount Pleasant defender actually tackled him. I don't know, to me, unless there's a penalty flag here. Let's see, false start again against Summertown.
False start against the Eagles.
Declined.
Penalty is declined.
And that's the end of the half.
That'll be the end of the half.
All right.
Well, after the first half,
your Mount Pleasant High School Tigers.
your score,
19,
Mount Pleasant 19, Summertown 0. Ladies and
stand
gentlemen, we'll be back in a few moments, and we'll give you some halftime stats. Stick around with us, and we'll be back shortly. You're listening to Summertown Eagle Football on X Sports Network.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome to the halftime show as we get you ready for everything going down in college football in week number 3. Starting first over in Florence, where North Alabama will be back on the road, this time out of conference play, taking on Tennessee Tech. The Lions will be back out of conference play as they make a shorter trip on the road to Tennessee Tech on Saturday. It's a battle of 1 and 2 teams on the season, and 2 trying to make their mark before they dip back into league play. First-year head coach Brent Dearman loves what he sees out of his guys so far throughout the first 3 games, but he knows they'll need to be very sound this weekend.
The coaching staff does a really good job. You know, their head coach I've known for a while now is a very good person, but also is a heck of a football coach. So I know he's going to have those guys ready to play. You know, they come in about like us. We're 1 and 2. I think we're a pretty good football team. They're coming in 0 and 2, and I think they're a pretty good football team. So you got 2 teams that are fighting and clawing to get a W, and so I know that we got to strap it up and be ready for another dogfight.
Coming up next, we head on over to the SEC to check in with Tennessee, Vanderbilt, and Alabama.
Old School Rentals in Loretto, Tennessee is headquarters for all your rental equipment needs. Need a trailer? How about saws, tools, loaders, or generators? You can find all of that and much, much more at Old School Rentals. Owner Ryan Smith, located on North Main Street in Loretto, Tennessee. If there ever was such a thing as a company that could do almost everything, well, Tennessee Properties is it. These guys know how to completely transform your existing home into something totally new, or can do it for you room by room. Need a new bathroom or kitchen? What about a fresh coat of paint or a new floor? Looking for dirt work? Tennessee has you covered. Oh, and you can even rent a dumpster from them too. That's Tennessee Properties. Visit Tennessee.com or phone 931-244-4602.
Hi, my name is Asha. I go to Lawrenceburg Technical College, and I moved here a year ago from California. I wanted to be a cosmetologist and study hair, nails, and makeup. You should come join us at Lawrenceburg Technical College and learn all about cosmetology.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back to the pregame show as we head on over to the world of college football in the FBS ranks, starting first with Tennessee, who has a big game on the road in their first SEC game, taking on the Gators of Florida. The Vols will have their first true road game of 2023 and their first SEC game as they head down south. They'll take on the Florida Gators. Tennessee is at 2-0, while Florida is at 1-1. It's been over 2 decades since the Vols have gone down to the Swamp and won. Crowd noise will be a factor for Tennessee in this one, but head coach Josh Heupel says his guys will be ready.
Well, the communication in particular on offense is a huge deal. Defensively, actually, you end up dealing with it while you're at home. There's things that we do during training camp. We actually have, portions of our training camp where we work on the mechanics of playing in this type of environment. Guys have been good this week. You try to create crowd noise and simulate those things. Obviously, the environment is tough to completely simulate here in practice, but we work through all those things. We got to handle it in a really positive way here on Saturday night.
Staying in the state where Vanderbilt will wrap up non-conference play this weekend as it heads to Sin City to take on UNLV. So far, the Commodores are 2-1 on the season after last week's loss on the road at Wake Forest. Head coach Clark Lee says he saw a lot of positives from his guys last week, but he says there's still a mentality his guys need moving forward.
When we face adversity, is it the story of a resilient team that battles back, that fights through mistakes, capitalizes on opponent mistakes, so on and so forth, or do you have a mindset of, somehow, here we go again, or, those are things that we control. And so that all kind of fits together about learning how to win. But the biggest thing to me coming out of last week was, we're never going to play a perfect game, but we need to learn how to play a cleaner game.
Now over to Tuscaloosa, where Alabama will have its first road game of 2023. The Tide will head down south to take on South Florida in Tampa. Bama is reeling after its first loss of the year last week to Texas at home. Head coach Nick Saban says his guys' focus will be back on the straight and narrow, and it's all about doing your job.
We're trying to get everybody to play to their very best ability. Everybody play to a standard. Everybody buy into not just talking about what standard is, but what do I actually have to do to be able to accomplish that, play that, prepare so that we can go take and play the games to that level and do it for 60 minutes in the game. And that's something that, we've been talking about all week.
That does it for the halftime show. And don't forget to check out all the highlights going down tonight on The Final Score.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
It's never too late to change your career or to go back to school. The decision to go back to school wasn't easy. Look at me, a wife, a mother, a degree in dental for 17 years. But here I am at LTC, studying towards a career in cosmetology, and it's been the best decision I have ever made.
Do you have a small farm, a big farm, or just critters in the backyard to feed? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you need to make the short drive down to A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee today. Owner and operator Jamie Ayers has you covered and will treat you right. That's A&B Feeds in Etheridge, Tennessee.
If there ever was such a thing as a company that could do almost everything, well, Tennessee Properties is it. These guys know how to completely transform your existing home into something totally new, or can do it for you room by room. Need a new bathroom or kitchen? What about a fresh coat of paint or a new floor? Looking for dirt work? Tennessee has you covered. Oh, and you can even rent a dumpster from them too. That's Tennessee Properties. Visit Tennessee.com or phone 931-244-4602.
Truett's Garage Doors in Leoma, Tennessee is your one-stop for new garage door installations for all commercial and residential buildings, plus they offer full service on all existing doors. Need a new garage door opener? Truett's Garage Doors has you covered. As an AMAR Gold and LiftMaster dealer, Truett's Garage Doors offers the best pricing anywhere in the area. A family-owned and operated business, Truett's Garage Doors has been helping Tennessee and Alabama residents since 1999. Call the pros today at Truett's Garage Doors, 931-201-6464.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Facing those challenges is easier together. That's why Jack Davis specializes in group insurance. Cover the most valuable aspect of your business, your employees, with coverage for life, accident, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision. Jack Davis can customize to meet every need. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987. Contact Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. We assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be? And what would it be like? With today's home values, this is the perfect time to sell and make those dreams real. When you work with a world-class agent at Coldwell Banker, you benefit from trusted guidance and our revolutionary seller's assurance program to make your home sale more rewarding than ever. So it really is true. Your dreams don't have to be just dreams.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretto, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Employee Resources Credit Union is an easy solution to banking, offering a personal, simple, yet modern way to bank. When you bank with ERCU, you are a shareholder, meaning you own a piece of the pie. And we make it easy with the convenience of digital banking, with service you won't find at another financial institution, including low to zero fees and incredible rates. We have the technology you need with the personal service you deserve, right here in your own neighborhood. Employee Resources Credit Union, not for profit, for service.
Fall on the Hill returns to Minor Hill October 7th from 2 to 8 with live music all day, vendors, hay rides, a petting zoo, pony wagon rides, a pop-up paint party, face painting, putt-putt golf, a jams and jellies contest, inflatables, and much more. Plus, don't miss the fireworks show at 8 p.m. Fall on the Hill 2023, brought to you by Minor Hill Alliance and Liquor World. Enjoy a day full of awesome music from Brace Killen, Damon Schrader, Josh Reisner, and Salem Rats. Armbands are $5. Don't miss Fall on the Hill, October 7th from 2 to 8 at 165 Ray Branch Road in Minor Hill, Tennessee.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
Have an H&R Block Tax Pro do your taxes online, and tax season feels just as good as all those other seasons. Like wedding season.
I W-2 you.
Taxes.
File from anywhere with the expertise of an H&R Block Tax Pro.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Whether it's popcorn, biscuits, or automotive, you need the right ingredients to achieve the best results. Heritage Automotive is proud to serve our community with a continually growing inventory. We also help our community grow by contributing to a vibrant economy, which helps build schools. I'm Keith Durham, and I'm the General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, and it's my job to make sure that you're 100% satisfied. Heritage Automotive, your hometown Chevy and GMC dealer.
Great food is just a short drive to Heine's Barbecue in Lawrenceburg. Mouth-watering is just one way to describe the amazing flavors of the best piece of Heine in town when you dig into a plate of pulled pork, hand-chopped brisket, chicken, wood-fire oven pizzas, and the menu goes on. Wash it all down with a swig of Heine Shine lemonade and then make your way over to the gift shop full of Heine sauces, snacks, and more. Heine's Barbecue, Highway 43 North in Lawrenceburg. Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
Like you, our roots are in Lawrence County, providing banking for every stage of life since 1934. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank has been not just your bank, but also your friend, helping you with home loans, consumer and auto loans, and your everyday personal banking needs. Lawrenceburg Federal offers you a warm smile and personal experience, as well as the conveniences of modern-day online banking, mobile banking, and telebanking. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, your neighbor and friend, located at 118 West Gain Street next to the courthouse.
Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation? You're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North, or visit lawrenceburgflooringandmore.com.
Whether you're looking to spruce up the interior or exterior of your home or business, trust Lawrenceburg Glass to provide a one-of-a-kind product. From windows to mirrors, shower doors, custom framing, storefront installations, and everything in between, Lawrenceburg Glass takes pride in our quality craftsmanship and strong attention to detail. With us, your customer experience always exceeds expectations. We're reliable, on time, and we deliver stunning results. Lawrenceburg Glass. Our passion is reflected in our work.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you as an employee a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
McMaster's Home Gallery, where you'll always...
All right, Eagle Nation, welcome back to Mount Pleasant. We still got about 3 minutes to go before we get second half action started, but Adam and I are looking at a screen with some first half stats. We wanted to go over them real quickly for you. So, Adam, go ahead and take it away.
Well, you know, it's a 19-0 game, but the stats aren't half as, slanted one way as what you think. I mean, really, first downs, let's see, is that Mount Pleasant?
This is Summertown.
Okay. First down, Summertown with 10, Mount Pleasant with 11. Summertown 64 rushing yards on 18 attempts. Mount Pleasant, that's the big discrepancy right now is the rushing yards. Mount Pleasant with 109 on 15 attempts.
They've had several big plays.
Well, and you look at that average yards per rush, almost 7.5 yards per rush compared to Summertown 3.6. Both quarterbacks have played solid. They both have one pick apiece. Passing yards 62 for Mount Pleasant, 20 for Summertown. Right now, what really hurts is total plays. Summertown 27 plays for only 69 yards, which only comes out to that's way less than 3 yards a play, which really hurts. Mount Pleasant 171 yards on 27 plays, both with the turnover, which is the pick. Third down conversions, 1 of 5 and 1 of 3. It really went south. Just the way it started when you get the kickoff. If you're Summertown, Mount Pleasant recovers the kickoff on their own 30. When you're giving that team, they jump out after a couple plays. Summertown's done some good things. It's a 19-0 game, but you can't discount what Summertown's done. But you've got to put up points and just put more pressure. I would love to see them kind of open this thing up even a little bit more. I like seeing Stoll throw the ball. He's showing more confidence. You're playing a really big defensive line here, and your backs are under a lot of pressure, in my opinion. I like seeing Summertown put the ball down the field. Logan Love leads Summertown in rushing with 45 yards on 9 attempts. Ty Bryant with 2 receptions for 17 yards. So, as I mentioned, Summertown's done good things. They've just got to be able to mount a consistent drive. It seems penalties got them a little bit. You had the very highly questionable pass interference, offensive pass interference, which I'm going to have to be sure to go back and try to look at that video later tonight on exports, and I'd like to see that again. But there's a few things that haven't went your way, but you know, hopefully in this, maybe they can get something going here in the second half and turn this thing, at least make this a game. But we'll see.
Yeah, Adam, you know what I started talking about early on in the night, you know, what we continue to see and what I continue to be able to, for Summertown, for the Eagle Nation to hold our head high on, is the kids fight. They don't lay down. They give it their best effort, and you know, you get these glimpses of some really positive things. Yeah, we have some miscues, we have some miscommunications, you know, but we're playing with a very young team. I haven't done the tally of how many seniors we've got or whatever, but I do know, like I said, we got a very young team. Our best running back, McCrory, he went out last week. Love has stepped in his place, and he's our leading rusher for the night. You know, we've had some open passes, open looks. You know, sometimes we overthrew them, sometimes we underthrew them. You know, different things, but the pieces of the puzzle are out there. You can see the puzzle coming together. And like I said, I'm impressed and continue to be impressed with their heart and their drive and their want to. You know, they don't, at least up until this point, you know, we may very well go 0-5 before the end of the night. But up to this point, Summertown comes into each ball game with optimism that they can impact the game and they could possibly come out with a win. So they continue to fight, continue to improve. And that's what it's all about. You've made the statement a couple of times already. We got to get some stability. I think we're there. I hope that, you know, it's all of Summertown Eagle Nation's prayer that we are there with Coach Winfrey and he can stay on for several years and get this program built up and give these kids an opportunity, because we all know and have great expectation of this freshman class, which a lot of those freshmen are on the field playing.
Well, and you know, it's going to start here in this second half. Mount Pleasant's going to be getting this football. You would like to see us get a stop. If Mount Pleasant scores this opening drive, that's going to push this thing 25-0, and you're really staring down the barrel. It looks pretty bleak at that point. So I'd like to see Summertown hopefully bear down on defense here and see if they can get a stop.
Well, there goes the kickoff, and I think that's Darren Meza on the return. He brings it out to
across the 40.
To the 41.
Meza to the 42. Brings up first down, Tigers.
The Tigers will set up shop, first down and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Summertown gave a little onside kick look, and Mount Pleasant was pulled in tight waiting on it, so they spread out and kicked it away. But we've got it first down and 10, Mount Pleasant from their own 42. Quarterback in shotgun. Give goes to McClure up the middle. McClure finds a lot of room. McClure may be heading, and he does. He finds the end zone. Wasn't a whole lot contested there. I don't think he got touched but one time.
When he's able to bust through that first layer, like you've been talking about, John, and you don't have anybody to at least to make him have to move laterally, and he gets north and south, you're not going to catch him. It was over with once he got to the second level.
Well, and even if you catch him, Adam, he's lazy. Like, you know, we made mention and talked about the stiff arm, and then he lowered his shoulder and run up. He is such a beast to bring down.
Well, and you know, you've got to pursue correctly, and you've got to gang tackle. You know, you may not be able to get him down, but maybe you can at least slow him down till the cavalry arrives, as the old saying goes. But
yeah, and what's blowing my mind, Adam, is his younger brother is the D1 committal, and we haven't seen him. Of course, like I said, he's been on the sideline most of the night, but from what I understand, he's coming off of an injury.
What did you say? He's number what?
Number 1.
Yeah, I see that. I see him right there, standing right down there in front of us.
He hadn't been on the field hardly at all, but like I said, according to the coaching staff that we're sharing the perch with here, he's coming off that injury, so I'm sure they're trying to preserve and make sure that he doesn't get hurt. The extra point is no good, or the point after. So that brings our score, Mount Pleasant 25, Summertown 0. A quick update around the region. Loretta up on Lewis County 17-7, starting of the third quarter. And Columbia Central up on Lawrence County High School 10-0, starting. No, they're still, says they're still in the second quarter in Columbia. Okay. Will correct me, says he bets it's third. They just hadn't got it changed.
Well, and if this game continues on the route they're having, their young D1 commit that's so talented, I can't speak for the Mount Pleasant coach, but I can tell you he wouldn't see the field tonight.
No.
he could go ahead and relax over there.
Adam, he's just a sophomore.
Yeah.
And like I said, there's three of these boys. The one that we're seeing a lot of tonight, number 20, I believe. He is a junior. Number 1 here is a sophomore, and then the younger brother is a freshman. And, but yeah, the number 1 is. I'm kind of disappointed. I wanted to see the wheels on that kid and see him play. And of course, I'm a big Vols fan, so I'd love to cheer him on in Big Orange. Oh,
that is an inadvertent whistle, and that should be a dead ball. Mount Pleasant should have that football, but that ball was blown dead before the receiver made a catch. That is a cardinal sin for an official because he did not wait for the play to end. I officiated for years, John, and that was something I was always scared to death. You wait for that play to end. There's no point in rushing that whistle. And the Mount Pleasant coach is going to, he's probably not going to be so upset because it's a 25-0 game.
They're going to re-kick. They're going to re-kick because of the inadvertent whistle. Sure are.
Well, the thing about it is I don't even know if that's the right call because I think what should happen is the inadvertent whistle stopped the play. Yeah. And that play should stop where contact was made by the Summertown. Well, they might be re-kicking it, but I don't know if that's the right call.
The whistle went before it ever hit our player.
Well, I think it might have hit
ball was still in the air.
I thought it might have hit right when he was about to touch it.
Because he blew his.
He thought it was just going to be an easy fair catch. He had the fair catch already weighed. Yeah, that's a.
So that's a penalty. Are they? No.
Well, it's very similar if you've ever seen situations in college football. This is one of the times that high school football is similar to college, where you'll have someone that'll blow a fumble, right, and say the player was down, and then you go back and review it, and the player wasn't. Well, hey, in high school football, you blow that whistle,
it's dead.
It doesn't matter if it was the clearest fumble in the country. That ball's dead there, and the offense retains that ball.
Yep. So they're going to re-kick.
We have another whistle.
What is the
blowing the play dead?
Flag on the play.
That where the flag was dropped, it might be offsides Mount Pleasant on the kickoff.
I think it is. Oh my word!
We'll see, but that's what it looks like from where the flag was dropped, which was right here.
All sides called against the Tigers.
Yep. I tell you what, I've got a cousin who has officiated for years, very intelligent, knows his stuff. I'm going to give him a call when we leave here tonight. I'm curious about if that was the right decision to re-kick that thing because I actually believe that ball should have been left dead right where Summertown touched it. I'm curious to find that out.
Well, so they'll back Mount Pleasant up 5 more yards. They'll be kicking from their 35. Maybe we can get this kickoff, successful kickoff this time. Third time's a charm, Adam.
Wheatley to re-kick.
But we got Love over here. We got to make sure we get that ball secured.
Another one on the ground. That's trouble.
And Bryant scoops it up and lands on it. These kids have got to learn. If I'm Coach Winfrey,
all down to the 24-yard line.
These balls do not hit the field.
You've got to come up and field
that football. You got to catch the ball.
Yeah, you can't, and especially against a team like Mount Pleasant with the speed and athleticism they've got. I mean, they've already recovered one on you.
Yeah.
And honestly, they weren't far away from grabbing that one, like you just said.
Almost a second one.
Yeah.
All right, so be that as it may, Eagles have it first down and 10 from their 24-yard line. Lewis County update. Lewis County has scored on Loretta and making it. Right now they're showing 13-17. They look like they're on for their extra point. Summertown has it first down and 10. Give goes to Love. Love finds a little bit of running room out here on the left-hand corner. He just missed a face mask.
Looks like they're going to give him the first down.
Here in a little bit, I'm going to go put on a black and white jersey and get down there and help these guys out because they're a little inept. So we did gain a first down for Love. Ball spotted at the 34-yard line. Stoll brings his team to the line in a shotgun. Give goes to Love again. Same play, other side of the field, another positive gain. Gain of about 4 on the play. I tell you what, Love's taking, he's running good, he's running hard, but he's taking some licks tonight.
Yeah, you hate that, the injuries you're already stacked up at the running back position. You keep running this kid like he's running.
He's going to feel it. I don't want to be him in the morning.
No.
He's definitely going to feel it. He's taking his fair share of beatings tonight. Stowe, shotgun. Stowe going to keep it, makes a move, jukes his defender, comes forward, takes a pretty hard hit on the Mount Pleasant kid's little extracurricular there after that play. Don't like seeing that.
That was a nice move by Stowe.
It was.
That's going to give him about. It's going to leave him.
3rd down and 3.
He's got 3rd and 2 on the board, but I'd say, like he just said, it's closer. Looks like a long 3 maybe. But
well, he's got to get the 44 for the first down. He's at the 42. Well, here we go. They're trying to draw somebody off sides. Give goes to Love up the middle. Love. No, that's not Love. Oh, it is Love. Love breaks free and keeps rolling. Love's picked up first down yardage. I think he kind of surprised himself that he broke free from all that mess there in the center of the field. But he picks up first down for the Eagles, brings it out to the 48-yard line. 1st and 10. Love again with another strong run. He got bounced around. He looked a little disoriented there for a second when he finally made it cleared the mess there in the center. Stowe brings his team to the line. 1st and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line. Love goes again up the middle. Finds a little more running room. Each time he's touching it, he's getting positive yardage. Gain of about 4.
4-yard gain brings up
2nd down and 6 for the Eagles. This is what I like to see, Adam, and this is what I'm talking about. We can play football. We can move the ball. If we can just maintain, get some consistency and don't shoot ourselves in the foot.
And what's hurt you, honestly, this year, a lot of your bigger playmakers have been injured a lot of the year. So, you're not getting 30-yard chunks, but very often, so you're knocking off these 4 or 5-yard 6-8, which is great. But, of course, it also hurts, when you're 1st and 10 and you get a 5-yard penalty and get pushed back behind the sticks. It's tough on this offense when you're having to play from behind the sticks a lot. And I think that's what's hurt them. It's 3rd and 12, where you're not getting pushed and you're having long 3rd down opportunities. They're just not an offense, at least right now. In a year or two they may be. But they're not just this quick strike, big offense that's going to, burn you. On a 50-yard bomb.
Yeah.
Not very often, but.
Well, we've got another 3rd down situation, 3rd and 6. Stowe passing to Bryant. Bryant makes the connection. Bryant looking to find the edge. He does find it. And then we got a flag on the play. I don't know, 2 flags.
Curious to see what this is.
Flag on the play.
We have a hold, and I'm going to bet it's against Summertown.
It's going to be. That would have otherwise been holding against the Eagles. That's going to back them up from the spot of the foul, though, and that foul should have been up here.
Yeah, it would be 10 yards from the spot. It looks like that's where they're going to mark it from.
So it's going to put us up at 3rd down and 10 because he's right at the 1st down.
Yes, sir, that would probably be. It's going to be close.
Yep. Right back to the original line of scrimmage, 3rd down and 10.
That hurts right there. Well, and like I was just saying, though, John, those are the things that hurt you. When you finally get something going, those penalties, they back you up.
Yeah, this is exactly the situation you're talking about. When you got a 3rd and long like this, that's hurting us, and that's hard for us to manage. We can manage 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3, but these 3rd and 10s are hard for us to do anything with. Now, there's Jeffrey connecting with his brother.
Well, and that's a well-thrown ball and a great catch. The issue is, it's in the air a long time. You've got a quick defense of Mount Pleasant, and they're just able to get there and shut that down quickly. So that's going to put it 4th down and 9.
Yeah, so Summertown's got a punt right here.
I mean, you would think you're down 25 here, and you don't want to give Mount Pleasant football on your side of the field here. I would think you would punt, but we'll see. They may not be.
Well, they're breaking the huddle like they're
They
not
are. It
going
looks
to.
like they're staying in it.
We got a wide receiver that's offsides. Yep, Stoll was lined up a yard beyond the line of scrimmage, so that's going to back us up 5 more. I saw that from up here. He'd ever check down with the ref. You know, that's that mental mistakes that we can't make. I mean, and their kids are still learning, so I mean, I'm not going to be too rough on them.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of stuff that you got to, you can't, that kills you. So that'll set up 4th down and 15 for the Eagles.
Yeah. I'm curious now. It looked like they were going for it, though, Joe.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm wondering here, you're going to safe to assume you go for it on 4th and 9. Why would you not go for it on 4th and 14? I mean, what's 5 yards, right?
Yep.
I mean, I'm curious, but it looks like they're lining up again.
They are. He broke the huddle. He's sending 3 wide outs to the left and 1 to the right. And he's getting rushed, and there's the pass. And the Stoll. Jeffrey had to get rid of it, and what's his brother's name?
Well, Jaden is the quarterback.
Jaden. Okay, Jaden's the quarterback. Jaden was getting pressure, and he had to throw it quickly to Jeff.
Yeah.
And Jeff wasn't quite ready.
He had 3 guys right in his face. They were bearing down.
They send that stunt. It looked like they send about 3 on a stunt to pressure the quarterback, and it worked. He had to rush, and Jeffrey wasn't ready, wasn't looking for the pass. So turnover on downs. Mount Pleasant has it 1st down and 10 from the Eagle 44-yard line. Quarterback in the shotgun. Gives to McClure up the middle. Rolls forward, gain of 7. Going to be 2nd down and 3.
7 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 3.
You know, this Mount, we've talked about McClure and what a great job he's done. This Mount Pleasant line's been solid too. You know, their running back's definitely a talent, but they've been giving that young man holes all night too. You got to give those big guys up front some love.
Well, you know, in our line throughout these first 5 weeks, you know, they're again you see glimpses of improvement and there's a bomb. Pass is complete, and he walks into the end zone. Just a 50-50 pass, and Mount Pleasant receiver had a little more lift than Bryant, and great concentration because Bryant had great coverage.
Yeah,
you know, no shame in that coverage whatsoever. You know, just sometimes you run into that, man. There ain't a whole lot you can do about that.
No, you got the athletes, man. You got to use them. That's the name of the game.
I mean, Bryant was there. He was all over him. But like I said, this cat from Mount Pleasant just went up a little bit higher and grabbed that 50-50 ball. And Bryant wasn't in a position to make a play on him after the catch. So he just took the last 5 yards in.
Score Mount Pleasant 32.
So that brings it to 32-0.
Remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take this opportunity to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back at Memorial Field in Mount Pleasant. You're listening to Summertown Eagle Football on Next Sports Network.
Great food is just a short drive to Heine's Barbecue in Lawrenceburg. Mouth-watering is just one way to describe the amazing flavors of the best piece of Heine in town. When you dig into a plate of pulled pork, hand-chopped brisket, chicken, wood-fire oven pizzas, and the menu goes on. Wash it all down with a swig of Heine Shine lemonade and then make your way over to the gift shop full of Heine sauces, snacks, and more. Heine's Barbecue, Highway 43 North in Lawrenceburg.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today.
Welcome back to Mount Pleasant, ladies and gentlemen. Mount Pleasant just kicking off to the Eagles. Your score is 32-0 Summertown. Summertown with a reception. I didn't see who fielded that. Was that Miles?
Yeah, I'm not sure. They were on the opposite side of the field over a difficult time seeing.
No, that was Bryant, number 2. Bryant come up with that reception.
Tackle made by Parrish.
Not a whole lot of return there.
No.
So Summertown will have it 1st down and 10. They give him all the way up to the 35. I think that's a generous spot. I don't think he was quite there. They gave him about 2 yards, if not 3 yards on that spot right there. Stowe in the shotgun. Give goes to Love around the right corner. So when maybe Mount Pleasant, well, there's number 1 on the field. I was going to say when they're going to call the dogs off.
I
think if I'm a head coach, my dogs are my offense is done.
Well, you never know.
My defense will be done after this series.
Yeah. They've got a good number of players down there and definitely some young kids I'm sure that get to work in. If you're going to do it, this is definitely the time coming up. I'd probably say it's coming up. You also got to remember you're still 4 minutes left in the third, so still got at least another 12 minutes football in the fourth. So
Stoll on the quarterback keeper being tracked down by the linebacker. Nowhere. Tackle for a loss.
Hit in the backfield by Evan.
And it's about this time of the game, Adam, where it gets hard for these boys to keep pushing.
Yeah, well, it's been that way all year. We say it every game. You get to the third quarter. I think we've looked a lot of times this year, you switch from offense to defense, and I think one time I saw 4 guys come onto the field. So basically 7 players on your offense remained on the field for defense. It's just tough. It also doesn't help when you're playing it. Not only are you having to deal with that, but you're also playing a team the caliber of Mount Pleasant. That just adds to the issues.
Summertown's got 3rd and 12. Stoll back deep. Stoll letting it roll and just throws it out of bounds. Could not connect with his brother.
Brings up 4th down and 12.
I was going to set up 4th down and 12. Coach Winfrey sends in the punt unit.
Well, and a lot of times when you're playing, you might have a size advantage up front, right? But the team you're playing against may be quicker, but maybe you've got a size advantage. Summertown's issue right now, facts are facts. I mean, not only are you undersized on the line, you're also playing a quicker team.
Yep.
So what do you do? Honestly, what do you really do? And you're also undermanned.
Yeah, you give it your best effort and,
yep.
and let the cards fall where they fall. So good punt. Again, our punter throughout the year. Let me look his name up. I've said it several times at the home games, but Bradley Hoffman, number 22.
Yeah.
He's done a great job this season with the kicking duties. His leg on the point after is accurate, and his kickoffs are good. He's really impressive. Summertown has had in this area of special teams with legs over the past several years, we've had some good kickers.
They have.
I think we got one playing in college, don't we?
We do.
That's the Abbott kid. He went to Tennessee Tech. Is that?
Bethel.
Bethel.
Yeah.
Bethel.
Yeah.
All right, so Mount Pleasant, 1st down and 10. I don't see McClure in the backfield. No. Number 16. Oh, there's a good defensive. Got to make that tackle. Got to make that tackle. And then see this kid's going to turn around and go yard, and then he's going to get Eli for a horse collar. Oh, my word.
I'm looking here. It's either going to be a horse collar or it will be a face mask. I'm not sure. There was a big jumble there, but that penalty flag was thrown right at the tackle. We'll see.
Flag on the play.
I see a horse collar.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But Mount Pleasant's backing up.
Yeah.
Personal foul, face mask against the offense. Well, so it's a 1st down.
Well, and it may have been a stiff arm that basically when he reached out with a stiff arm, he might have grabbed the defensive player's face mask.
So it's still going to be 1st down, but it's not going to be all the yardage that he picked up.
1st down, Tiger.
That's not a penalty you see called very often.
No, you don't.
I mean, I've seen it happen before, but it's very rarely called.
So it looks like we do have Mount Pleasant reserves in. That was number 28. I haven't seen called his name. Let me try to see if I can track his name down. Carter Dunn from Mount Pleasant. Carter Dunn. He had a good, strong run there.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got some good wheels, some good moves. Not a lot of size to him.
Gain of 4 on the play.
But, man, once he broke loose, he was about gone.
So we'll set up 2nd down and 6 for the Tigers. I think that's still the same quarterback, though, isn't it?
Yes, I believe so.
Well, they still got the starting quarterback in. They've just pulled McClure. They've got gives to Dunn again. Dunn's finding room to run. Dunn picks up a few more positive yards. Forward. Gain of about 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Should set up a 3rd down and 3 or 4. 3rd down and 3. What the man in the booth below us says. Ball on the 26-yard line. Score update, Lewis County trails Loretta 14-17. And I'm not sure where we're at with the Lawrenceburg game. They're going to a commercial break, so I'll give that update in just a minute. We're at 32-0 here in Mount Pleasant.
Looks like Mount Pleasant's just going to let this 3rd quarter clock run out.
Yeah, that'll bring us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a score of Mount Pleasant 32, Summertown 0. We're through 3 quarters, 1 more to play. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with you in just a moment. You're listening to Eagle Football on Exports Network.
If there ever was such a thing as a company that could do almost anything, well, Tenneke Properties is it. These guys know how to completely transform your existing home into something new, or just do it room by room. Need a new bathroom or kitchen? What about a fresh coat of paint? Even a new floor? Looking for dirt work? Tenneke has you covered. Oh, and you can even rent a dumpster from them too. That's Tenneke Properties. Visit Tenneke.com or phone 931-244-4602.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Facing those challenges is easier together. That's why Jack Davis specializes in group insurance. Cover the most valuable aspect of your business, your employees, with coverage for life, accident, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision. Jack Davis can customize to meet every need. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Mount Pleasant Memorial Field. Tigers are threatening. They're at 3rd down and 3. Ball spotted on the 26-yard line. Lawrence County High School score, Columbia Central 16, Lawrence County 0. Quarterback scrambling here in Mount Pleasant. Finds a seam. He's found a big seam. And pursuit all over the place. Finally wrangling down. Not after he picks up a 1st down to about the 13-yard line. So Mount Pleasant sitting on the 13. We just got under the 4th quarter underway. If they score here, then the mercy rule will apply, and they'll have a running clock for the remainder of the game. But correct me if I'm wrong, the mercy rule is 35. Starting quarterback from Mount Pleasant still in the game. Got a reserve running back. Dunn on the carry. Brings it down to inside the 10-yard line. Gain of about 5.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down and 5.
I think you hot now, ain't you, Adam? I had Adam muted there for a minute.
Yeah, I'm good now. I know one thing. My wife would love it if I had a mute button at home. You know what? She would keep that thing on me all the time. I would never talk.
I hear you. It'd be nice if we were all issued a mute button for whoever we wanted it.
You got that right.
2nd down and 5. Quarterback keeper. No, he did hand it off.
Yeah, it's a pitch.
And he finds the end zone. Touchdown, Mount Pleasant.
Johnson with the carry. That's another McDonald's touchdown.
That'll set us up to 38-0. Adam, this is just to be honest with you, and like I said, facts are facts. This is kind of what I was expecting coming into this game tonight. I mean, this Mount Pleasant team is just they're fully loaded. They're locked and cocked and fully loaded, and explosive athletes. Hartsfield's doing a great job with this program. The community is out here supporting them. The stands are full. We bring a good crowd. Our stands are full for the most part. We've got a good student section. Proud to see that. Summertown Nation, Eagle Nation still supporting their teams. Everybody understands we're building. We're building something special, and it takes a moment. Rome wasn't built in a day, as they say. So we still encourage everyone to still tune in and still come out and support your Eagles. Got to believe in them and give them the encouragement that they need. And again, they've shown some good positive attributes throughout this game. But this Mount Pleasant team, they're special. Anytime you got a D1 kid and you can set that D1 kid on the sideline for the whole game,
yes,
you know you're facing a good team.
Yeah, 100%. And now they've stopped the clock. It's been stopped this whole time after they went up to 39-0. So we'll see.
All right, here Mount Pleasant set to kick off. A little pooch kick. We do recover it. Number 16 there.
Knocked out of bounds by Johnson. Slowed down by McClure.
That's Jack Baker. Number 16, Jack Baker.
So if you're Summertown here, John, do you look at maybe getting your backup QB some work? I know that's been Schaefer throughout the year, and I also know he's been hampered by some injuries too. So do you really want him in there? So
yeah, I noticed Eli's got a pretty good bandage wrapped around his arm, so I would be surprised if we saw him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's nursing an injury or a bad hand or what, but I've noticed on defense he's got a pretty good bandage wrapped around it. But he's played some stellar defense tonight. That hadn't slowed him down on his tackles. But right now they're sticking with Stoll. I'm guessing that was Love.
Yeah, it was.
Love on the carry. Love gains maybe 2. Going to bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Eagles.
Gain of 3 on the play.
You know, our pass game is it's just right there on the verge of being where it needs to be. You know, we've had receivers open. Of course, Jaden's been under pressure a few times and having to release early, just like now. He's scrambling for his life, and he just doesn't have the speed to get away from that Mount Pleasant defender. So he's tackling for a loss, a big loss.
You know, early in the game, if you remember, I believe Bryant made a slant. There was a slant pass thrown, and it was thrown behind him a little bit, and there was some miscommunication. But when Stoll dropped back and was able to set his feet and zero in, I'm gonna tell you that ball when he left his hand, it was cooking. But you got to give the young man time. You know, especially a young quarterback, you got to give him time to go through progressions, make decisions, or at least have time to get back there and set his feet. You got a situation like that, he gets the ball too, and he takes 3 steps, puts his head up, and he's under duress immediately.
We're looking about 3rd down and 18. Give goes to Love up the middle, nothing there.
Up the middle.
So we'll be facing a 4th down and 14.
Drop for no gain.
I'm sure we're going to punt this away.
I don't know. I'm not shocked at anything at this point.
I don't see any punt teams running on the field.
Well, there they come. Okay.
But you know, last week, if I recall, when we hosted Loretta there at home, you know, our passing game, it's like they pulled out another portion of the playbook, and they let a lot of things fly. And again, some great opportunities that we just barely missed, and that's happened tonight. You know, if we could buy Stoll a little bit more time to where he's not rushed. Oh, it's a bad snap. It's going to roll all the way back to the end zone, and he does get the kick off, but it ain't much of one.
It did hit a Mount Pleasant player.
Hit a Mount Pleasant player. If we had the wherewithal with us, our guy could have jumped on that and kept us alive.
But I'll tell you, Hoffman right there, 39-0 game. It'll never be remembered probably, but I'm going to tell you, what a great job.
Yeah.
That kid goes back, gets that football in the end zone, is about to be crushed by three different Mount Pleasant defenders.
And gets a kickoff.
Okay, and he gets a kickoff. I'm going to tell you, that's guts. That's just a lot of good awareness.
Oh, absolutely.
And I love that kid. He's been a bright spot. Him and Love have been two that I've really been happy with this year, that really jump out at me anyway.
We got a timeout on the field. We got timeout Eagles. We'll take the break with them, ladies and gentlemen. Score 39-0. 6:34 left to go in the fourth quarter. We'll be back momentarily. You're listening to Summertown Eagle Football on the Sports X Network.
At Smith Tax and Business Service, we offer many services. Along with personal income tax prep, we also offer tax preparation for corporations and partnerships. If you're a small business and looking for some extra help, give us a shout and we'll get you fixed up. Call Mary Beth Smith, Marion Matthews, Brooklyn Bates, or Michelle Staggs to find out how we can help you. Located at 208 Pulaski Street, phone 931-244-6633.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Mount Pleasant has it 1st and 10 from their own 20, or from the Eagle 20. Dunn with the carry. Dunn looking for some room, finds a corner, gets down inside the 10. He's at the 9-yard line. That's going to set up 1st and goal to go for the Mount Pleasant Tigers.
I'll tell you something else, though, John. We hadn't said it. That's a beautiful night for football, man. Fall's finally here. I was telling somebody the other day, I took my son to school the other morning. It was one of the first times I actually had to cut the heat on a little bit, This is nice out here tonight.
It is perfect fall football, Friday night lights.
Columbia has went up on Lawrence County 16-0. They are in the fourth quarter. So
Mount Pleasant does pull their starting quarterback. We've got a new one in, number 7. Give goes up the middle to Dunn, I'm assuming.
Up the middle.
So the new quarterback from Mount Pleasant.
On the play, down to the 6. Brings up 2nd down and goal.
Another update, though. Loretto has jumped up 10 on Lewis County.
24-14.
Now, that's saying the third period. I don't think that's right because it's showing 10 minutes, though. I believe that might be in the game because – okay, so they're up 10 to go in the fourth. Yeah, and Loretto is leading Lewis County 24-14.
And like Will just said, that's with their second-string quarterback. Their first string went out against us last
correct.
week.
So he's still not back?
He won't be back,
really?
Will says. So do you know what the injury was, Will? Dunn gets the pitch around that corner, looking for the end zone, and finds it.
Corner Dunn!
We had several breakdowns in our pursuit right there. And some.
Well, that was one of the first plays tonight that it just about looked like we might have quit. But also, too, I think they're just exhausted.
They're tired. Absolutely,
they look like they just pushed to the limit of exhaustion. They've been on the field a lot tonight, this defense has for Summertown.
Extra point is up and good, so that brings us to 45-0.
Kick up and good. Brings your score.
Summertown has taken their licks tonight, and it is hard to stay as aggressive as they was when they started the game this late, and with the scoreboard looking like it is. But again, you can't take anything away from this Mount Pleasant crew, man. They're stout.
They are. They have a ton of talent. They're very well coached, too. They've had a few, penalties tonight, but nothing really of any craziness.
Let's see who.
They're well disciplined. They play solid football all the way around.
Well, they're undefeated.
Yep.
They beat Wayne County 29-6. They beat Spring Hill, gave them a tough time, 18-13. Waverly, they routed Waverly 51-35. and they beat Harpeth 14-10. So Harpeth gave them a run.
Yep.
So Waverly and Harpeth are regional games, and we still like playing Harpeth.
We also still have a trip to Waverly, too. Am I correct on
Yes,
that?
yes.
Well, and the concerning part with that, Mount Pleasant beat them pretty soundly. The concerning part about that game is Waverly scored 35 points on this defense. That's what you got to be concerned about with Waverly.
Oh, what a lick. Oh, another lick. Boy, that running back just took a punishment.
Man on the play. Returned by Michaela Powell.
Powell on that return, he stood in there strong, though. He took it. Yeah, Mount Pleasant still, though, they still have to take a trip to Lewis County next week.
Yeah, that could be a really fun one.
And then they will host Loretta for their last game.
And that could really, those will be two games I'd love to watch there, especially in the way it looks. If Loretta holds serve, they're up 24-14 on Lewis County right now with 9.5 left in that game.
We got a new running back touching the ball, number 28.
Ain't no 10 on the play for Michaela Powell.
That's
Michaela Powell.
First down, Eagles.
Powell running hard. Just coming off that kickoff return and taking a few rough licks, and they hand him the ball, and he makes a first down run. So 1st and 10 Eagles, ball on the 49-yard line. So Michaela Powell is a freshman, quarterback keeper up the middle. Stoll gains about 4. Well, Powell running hard. That's a good sign.
I'll tell you, he's got some good speed too, man. He got around that corner quickly. Nice to see it.
Kind of reminds me, I'll go back into the archives here, the defensive coordinator for the Eagles is a young man named Busby. And he followed me in high school at Loretta. He was behind me a couple of years. But he was short and stocky and run like the Powell kid. And he picked up the name Pinball because he could just go in between those defenders and bounce off. And but this Powell kid's kind of got that look to him. You know, he's not very big, but runs powerful, runs with energy and purpose. And, you know, he wants the ball. I mean, from this viewpoint, it looks like he give me the ball, let me run. There he goes. Finds the edge, goes with a little stiff arm. Oh, and he meets a defender. Couldn't quite get around him, but again, turning it up north and south.
Tackle made by number 16, Omari Martin.
Lost maybe a yard. So that'll set up 4th down and 10. We're rapidly coming to the end of the game. We're at 1 minute, 50 seconds. Stoll waiting for the call. I guess they're going to go for it. Why not?
Brings up 4th down for the Eagles.
See us air one out here. Make a connection. Stoll running.
Got a guy.
Finds his man. And
I think he might. Looks like they may be marking him short, though, about a yard short.
They're going to mark him a yard short.
And Easterling again. Spot on the field.
Yeah, they got away with a hold. I saw that
first
too.
Down Tigers.
So it'll be a turnover on downs. 1st down and 10. Mount Pleasant, ball spotted on the 43-yard line, 42-yard line.
The league fields, the Youth League baseball fields. For Sunday,
Columbia
September
just
17th
put another
4.
6 points on the board against Lawrence County High School. That brings their score 22-0.
Murray County Youth Baseball.
Right now you've got 6:50 to go in the Loretta-Lewis County game. Loretta still leads by 10, 24-14.
If you're unable to attend in person, donations are greatly appreciated. Venmo, MP, Dixie Youth.
Got a whistle and stoppage in play. Looks like that will be a timeout, Summertown.
Coach Winfrey, I don't think he's got the personnel on the field that he wanted, so he calls a timeout. 29 seconds left to go in the game.
At the timeout.
Well, just a recap here, Adam. Not what we would love to see, but kind of what I was expecting to see. A very hot Mount Pleasant team. Very talented. Wouldn't be surprised if they don't go deep in the postseason. But throughout the night, Summertown shows a lot of good signs, a lot of good things. Made some defensive stands, had a pick. The kicking game looks good with our kicker. Love running hard. We're getting to see this Michaela Powell run hard.
Yeah.
So a lot of positive things to take away from the game.
Yeah, it is. We were talking during the break. They're just a young team. They've got to keep working. They've got to get stability here with their new coach. But it also honestly comes down to, after here in a few minutes, they're going to be 0-5, and you scored 35 points, right? I think that's what we talked about on the year. I'm not a mathematician. I actually almost failed it in college. But if my math is correct, that's going to come out to 7 points a game. And it's like, I think I made a comment to you. Hey, I don't care if you've got the 2001 Ravens defense with Ray Lewis.
Yep.
Your offense scores 7 points a game.
You're
not winning. And that's just what it is. And it's not a knock on anyone. It's just a fact.
Yep.
They've got to find ways to keep control of the football and score. And until you do that, you're not going to win many football games.
No, you're not. And it's it's hard to take losses like this. It's hard to take a season like this. And we just got to, as a community, get behind these boys and this program. Give them time to build, let Coach Winfrey do his thing. And I've said constantly ever since my boys entered into the halls of Summertown High School and this football program got started, I was blessed with playing for an outstanding coach who built an outstanding program back in the 90s at Loretta. That program was built, Adam, I guess where I'm getting to. Yeah. That program was built in the offseason. Your games are won in that weight room in the offseason.
Yeah.
So, Winfrey's been here. He started 4 weeks. We named him head coach 4 weeks before football started. So he hasn't had any time with these boys in the offseason to prepare and to establish. I mean, he's come in with a blindfold and had to put out his version of his first year effort program. So, I guess what I'm saying, I bet next year there's going to be a total different look.
Yeah. Well,
and get these boys. We're working on a weight room facility at Summertown High School. Winfrey get these team in there. That's supposed to be done by